Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about why narcissists tend to go around ruining everything, destroying things for other people, whether that's relationships, careers, goals, dreams, special occasions. Why a narcissist goes around ruining things for other people. And this video is going to be based on the trait of the disorder, which is where the narcissist requires excessive need for admiration, their requirement for that special attention, that to be admired through love or through fear, whether that's the grandiose narcissist that's in your face, showing off, getting the attention that they believe they are entitled to, or the vulnerable narcissist that's playing the woe is me, the victim. And they can all cross over in different personality traits to use whatever manipulation method works for them at that time to meet a need of their own. So there's a quote I often put out there, which is, nobody ruins a special occasion like a narcissist who isn't the centre of attention, or nobody ruins birthdays, Christmases, holidays like a narcissist not getting their own way, which often picks up a lot of traction because a lot of people have been affected by this. A lot of people have had birthdays, Christmases, wedding days, births, deaths, funerals ruined by narcissistic people. And then you'll get the odd person that'll say, that's not true. And what you've got to remember is ruining a special occasion isn't a trait of a narcissist. It's more a characteristic of their personality, depending on what traits are more prominent, more dominant within that individual narcissist. So you can have the narcissist that they need that attention on them. So if it's going to be a wedding, a birthday, a Christmas, and the attention, the focus isn't on them, because deep down they're not happy, because they want the attention on themselves, because they don't see why somebody else should be happy, because they don't see why somebody else should be enjoying themselves, you will get those passive aggressive behaviours, you will get the sulks, you will get the silent treatments. You might get the anger, the rage, you might get them nitpicking, baiting you to start those arguments. And as soon as they've put you in that mood, you might notice that they flick a switch and they're okay again, because you're no longer happy. They've in essence, they've stolen that happiness from you to make themselves feel better about themselves and about the situation, because that trait of envy, they are extremely envious of other people being happy about things, because it's something that they can't regulate within themselves, so they have to pull other people down to feel better about themselves. But then you can also have the narcissist that will go all out to make the special occasion about them. They will be the life and the soul of the party. They will plan it all to a T. They will make it look like they are caring for that person, that they are wanting to do it for that person, but they are seeking the praise. They are seeking the admiration for their efforts that they put into it. And then you can also get people who simply have got a traumatic past, have got bad memories of special occasions and events and things, that just do not like special occasions and can fall quiet on special occasions. And as much as you can try and cheer them up and cheer them on and come on, it'll be fun, they just do not like it and they need leaving be. But the difference is, those people don't want to ruin it for all others. Those people will be happy that the other people are enjoying it. Even if they're feeling sorry for themselves, they will want other people to enjoy it. They will have the empathy to care about other people. And it's like co-workers. You can do an amazing project, and it can be, you can really put your heart and soul into it, and you feel like it's the best work you've ever done. And then the co-worker that you was working on it with will take all the credit. The narcissist co-worker will take all the credit for the work that you've done, because that is how they work. They exploit people. So they want to do the bare minimum to get rewarded, to get the attention for the bare minimum efforts they put in. So they will exploit somebody else's work to achieve and meet a need of their own. Parents, narcissist parents will do this. If you've achieved something, they will take credit for it. That'll be either down to their DNA, or because they did this for you, because they did that for you, not as a parental role to raise a child, but because they want that attention back on them that you have only achieved because they did that. If they hadn't have done that, you wouldn't have achieved. Or you can have the more victim play, sympathy, woe is me narcissist, that when you've achieved something within your life, they will suddenly fall ill and need you, so that you have to miss out on whatever it is and give them your unrequited attention. They will find a way, whatever it is, to bring it back onto them, to get that attention drawn back onto themselves. Now, this can be down to several things. It can be due to the attachment system. Humans are hardwired to attach to other people, to learn, to grow, to connect, to love. And when that attachment system opens up, you connect on a different level. You connect empathetically, you connect with your feelings, you gather that understanding of each other. Mirroring is something that most people do to bounce off each other and get to know each other. Narcissists mirror to collect data to use against people. And with a narcissist, that attachment system isn't always opened up. So they, instead of getting that love and a connection from people, instead of genuinely caring about people because they lack in the empathy to care and understand about people, what they do is they gain the attention from people. They have to be the centre of attention, whatever that is, to that individual narcissist. However they manipulate to get that attention, they have to get that attention, because that, in one way, is how they receive their love and connection, by people admiring who they are for them. That preoccupation with power and success, whatever it is to that individual narcissist, they want admiration for it. Even if they will downplay things, some are quite good at downplaying things so that people lift them up. So they'll be no, but really like, tell me more. So you've got that side to it as well. You can have the narcissist that has achieved and is successful in life, often through exploiting other people, but they will have achieved, they will be successful, and they will exaggerate, they will overcompensate for their achievements, they will brag and they will boast about all their achievements to gain that attention. You can have the cerebral narcissist, the high IQ, the extremely intelligent narcissist, which they will not use their intelligence to help you. They will use their intelligence to gain attention and to belittle other people, not to guide other people, not to teach other people, but to berate other people, to bring other people down, to hurt other people, so that they feel special, they get that attention, that they know more than those around them. And then you can have the somatic narcissist that will use their looks, they will use their bodies, they will use their physique. Not every gym goer is a narcissist, not every intelligent person is a narcissist. But when it comes to the somatic, it can be the one that builds up the muscles, it can be the one that goes super skinny, it can be the one that people are entitled to dress how they want, but it can be the one that flaunts their figure. It can be the ones covered in tattoos and piercings. It can be the people that dress as goths, and that is how they gain their attention from other people. Now, people can dress, do and act in all these ways basically because it is who they are. So if they do not have the traits, if they're not exploiting people, if they don't lack empathy, they are not on the disorder if they haven't got 5 of the traits. It's just who they are as a person, and you're allowed to dress and speak how you wish. But a narcissist uses these things to gain attention, to go on and on and on to gain the attention. And people can talk about things that they are passionate about because they're passionate about it. It doesn't make them a narcissist. A narcissist talks about things to gain attention, even things they don't know anything about. And then there's object consistency. Object consistency is usually developed between the ages of 2 and 3, which is when a child will, with its primary caregiver, understand that the primary caregiver will leave, but understand that the primary caregiver will return. Babies often go through that awkward age when you leave the room and they scream blue murder, because they've got that fear, that panic that you might not come back, and they've got that attachment system to you. You're the one that provides them the food, you're the one that comforts them. So it's genuine fear when that child screams because you've left the room, and it's often when they start moving around because they can recognise the fact that, oh, if I can leave them, they can leave me. So I suppose in one way a bit like abandonment issue. But children tend to develop the object consistency. So they learn that although the primary caregiver leaves, the primary caregiver returns, and they learn to distinguish themselves from the primary caregiver as an individual. So when you've got object consistency, people have still got the ability to care about other people, to think of other people's feelings, to think of other people's needs, to understand other people's opinions. So even when there is disappointment in someone else's behaviour, even when there is hurt, even someone's hurt us, even when someone has angered us, we still have the ability to care for that person. Even though they can have hurt us in devastating ways, we can, if you've got object consistency, those with object consistency can still care about the people that hurt them. And this stops people from doing too much damage within a relationship. This stops people saying too many hurtful things back. This stops people from taking it to the point of no return, where you would hurt someone and feel guilt and feel remorse and feel regret, which is why a lot of people find it hard to walk away from a narcissist, even though they know that person is bad for them, even though they know, there's plenty of reasons, this is just one, but even though they know that person is bad for them, even though they know that person hurts them time and time again, because that attachment system's been opened up, because they've got that object consistency, they still care for that person, they still want to help that person, they see beyond the negatives and the hurtful behaviour of the person, and they see the person that puts on that admiration face that gets the special attention, so they focus more in on that, and that is without the narcissist gaslighting, projection, blame shifting and all the manipulation that the narcissist throws into the mix. That's just our object consistency and our attachment system to people. So it's very, very easy to become trauma bonded and connected with these people, even when we know we need to go. Those who say, why don't you just leave, have never been in a toxic relationship. So many narcissists actually lack object consistency. So they see others as people who abandon them. They see people that leave them. They don't have that trust within others. Now, whether that's down to because they know deep within themselves how they treat people, so they assume that everybody else treats others the same. They do say that often with a narcissist, some know exactly what they're doing. Some don't actually know what they're doing. They just know that what they do works for them. So they don't have that cognitive reflection to see the mistake they made, to learn from it, to try a different approach, to gain a different perspective about it. They just see that if there was a special occasion going on, they weren't the centre of attention, they threw a major strop, they sulked away, the attention went on them, everyone else was miserable, they were happy. They just see it as that is what made them happy. So a lot of the time they don't actually see why they do what they do, they just know that it fulfills that need of theirs. So because they lack object consistency, when they feel criticism, when they feel hurt, when they feel like someone has let them down, they lack the empathy to care. They lack the object consistency to not take it too far. They lack the attachment system to realise that person does care about them, and that they can push them too far, and they can push people away. And once they push people away, they quickly shift the narrative in their head that it is that other person's fault. And then they have that anger, that rage, that resentment towards the other person who the narcissist technically hurt in the first place. So they then have to go around and destroy them, the mass smear campaigns on them, ruining things for them, because the narcissist feels scorned. Now, a lot of us can feel sorry for them. A lot of us can be, oh, everyone can change. We can all change. Let's all change. And I have been there myself too. And I still sometimes slip. I still sometimes think, oh, what if? And the thing is that what if keeps us trapped in a place we should not be. They can change, keeps us trapped in a place we should not be. Yes, potentially everyone can change. People can change. A narcissist can change. They're manipulative. Their manipulation, their lies, their partners, they're very good at changing those things. A narcissist can change, but the fundamental core beliefs behind that person, the fundamental traits of their characteristics, the fact that the willingness to exploit people, the lack of empathy to care for other people, their sense of entitlement that they can do what they want with no regard to how that affects other people, their requirement for special attention, their arrogance that they believe that they can just do this and not care, the lack of empathy for who they hurt along the way. Whether they change or not, those fundamental core beliefs within themselves are still there. So on the outside they may change, on the inside that programming is still running. They can become aware of why they do the things they do, and some will use that to exploit people even more. Most will use that to exploit people even more. Even if they're making out that they're helping people, they are still exploiting people in one way or another, because that is their beliefs behind their behaviour. So a lot of people do comment that they can change. Yes, they can change, but they cannot change their true selves. Always listen to what they are telling you, because that is often an admission to who they genuinely are. And it is so easy to get sucked in by these people and to think, oh, they can't be a narcissist or things like this. But the thing is, if somebody is always willing to put themselves before anybody else, if someone is willing to hurt you, if someone is willing to walk away from you when you need them the most, they are not your people. Life is about 50-50, give and take. Sometimes, yes, in any relationship, it can be 90% one person, 10% another, depending on who's at need at that time. But there's that balance there. There's that empathy to stop people from wanting to hurt people. So those that are willing to take it past that point of pain in you and then sit there and look at you like it's all your fault, no, they're just, whether they change or not, leave them over there while you go over there and live your best life. You can and you will recover from this. I shall add in the description the video that explains more on ruining special occasions and how handle yourself if you're still around a narcissist that enjoys ruining special occasions so much. I shall also add the video to explain more on their lack of empathy. If you are new to the channel and you do like the information on these videos, please do subscribe. Those returning to the channel, thank you very much. Add anything in the comments, your biggest takeaway of this video, what helps you. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.